My name is Tammy Klotz. I am currently the CISO at Trinseo. Trinseo is a chemical manufacturing company based out of Wayne, Pennsylvania. Anybody who is considering any sort of digital executive protection services, right, is think about the person that is at risk. And think about that person in the context of maybe not your CEO of your company or, the CFO of the company, but think of them as, the persona that they are every day, the dad, the father, the mother, the sister, and the fact that, they are human beings who are at risk, that do not want bad things to happen to themselves or their families. And this is one way for them to further their protection of themselves and their families, right? So it's so easy to kind of get lost in corporate America and think about that individual only as the CEO, but they have a life, right? And the harm that can be done as a result of having data breached specifically about them is not, not necessarily anything that they want to have happen to themselves or their family for that matter. And by us being able to use a service like VanishID to protect the human being, we talked about human risk and staying focused on the human. I think that becomes part of the messaging, is that this isn't about, Tammy as the CISO or Frank as the CEO. This is about Frank as the person, as the father, as the dad, Tammy as the mother, as the daughter, whatever, we all wear multiple hats. And this kind of wraps up the arms around that individuals and offers a layer of protection that they wouldn't get otherwise. Some of them may not even know what a data broker is, or what Rocket Reach is, or Zoom Info, right? So the fact that we can bring that to light to them, to share with them that, hey, like, I can go out there and I can find all this information, or as can others, about you, right? So these are some opportunities for us to kind of shrink that visibility of your digital online presence. So awareness is key, and building that with the executive team is important. We actually went through, making changes to my Facebook settings, right? And I don't really do too much on it anymore, but there was exposure there. And then I think the other one that we talked about was really around, like, when you're giving a review for a restaurant on Google or wherever, the fact that, that tracks in most cases kind of where you were, what you said, that kind of establishes, I guess, a profile for you, like what types of restaurants are you going to? So, it's crazy that we have to think about it this way, but that is the world that we live in now.